this guy has played 20 different champions in his first 50 games of League of Legends. And yes, he has a 58% win rate, but most of these wins are coming from his one trick, Garen. In today's profile review, we're going to be looking at, you can climb for a limited time playing heaps of champions. But once you reach your true rank or near to your true rank, like that rank where you actually start to struggle and be like, oh my God, these players are good. You're going to suffer doing that because the players at that rank are one-tricking, they're specializing, they're playing one role, and they're overall just going to beat you when they're one-tricking versus you who's trying to play 20 champions. So in this profile view, we're going to be looking at that. We're going to be looking at how silver players can get to platinum and basically breaking that down. So if you want your profile review just like this, please check out the links in the YouTube description below. Let's get into the profile review. Currently, you're silver 3 with a 58% win rate over 50 or so games, and in the next 10 minutes I'm going to try and talk to you about how to climb high. Now, your rank goal you've stated is Masters Plus, and to be honest, this season that's not very realistic. No one goes from Silver to Masters in a season. No one even goes from Silver to Masters usually in 2 seasons. It takes multiple seasons to get there, as well as a lot of determination and other things. But what I would suggest is this profile view is going to be kind of focused around how to get to gold and then how to get to platinum, because they're the first stepping stones that you really need to worry about before even thinking about Masters, because that's an entirely different ballgame. Right now, you're the top 56% of players, and we're trying to get you into about the top 8% of players, which is platinum. So a big jump, a lot of things you need to do differently, but it is possible. Only about 3 to 5% of silver players make it to platinum. So, out of every 100 people, 3 to 5 of those 100 people actually make it to platinum as a silver player. So there is a lot of work that needs to be done when you're a silver player looking to climb, but it isn't impossible. People have done it before. People will do it in the future. The question is whether you're serious enough about it and whether you're wanting to do what it takes. So let's look into that a little bit further. First thing first is the role. You've got just under 50 games played here, and you're playing multiple roles here, and I don't really understand why. So looking at your ranked, out of 50 games, you've already played 20 champions. So you're averaging 1 to 2 games per champ. It just doesn't make sense, right? All these games are doing is limiting your ability to climb in the long term. Sure, you might get a win on Veigar first timing, or Renekton, or Master Yi, or Tryndamere. But if you're trying to become a platinum player, you need to be honing your skills and specializing, because no one gets to platinum playing this many champions across this many roles. It's just lowering your chances from 3 to 5% to 0.1%. So yeah, it is possible. And if that's the way you want to play League of Legends and that's the way you want to climb, you can do it that way, but your success rates are very, very low and you're only diminishing them. So generally, most players don't really want to take this route. So the first thing is pick a role. It doesn't matter what role. You can climb in League of Legends to Platinum, to Masters, to Diamond, to whatever rank you want to get to, playing any role you want, playing any champion you want. It literally doesn't matter. So what I say to players when they're thinking about this is, well, what role do you want to play? What role do you have fun on? Start there. Then go, okay, well, what champions am I good at in that role? Cool. You've now got a champion pool. And then the third thing is develop mastery. You enjoy the champion. You're good at them. Let's get better at them, because if someone enjoys what they're doing, they're good at what they're doing, they are way more likely not only to succeed, but to put in the effort, to put in the work, and to improve and do the things required to go from the top 56% of players to the top 80%, Joseph. And that's how your mindset needs to shift. If you're a silver player wanting to become a plat player, you need to be thinking like a silver player who wants to get a plat to become a plat player. Because right now you're thinking like a silver player who's just, doing whatever, trying to get somewhere. They don't really know where, they don't really know how. So in short, we need a strategy. We need to pick one role. We need to have a small champion pool. And to be honest, if I was you, you could one trick Garen to platinum. And I don't know if that's how you want to play the game. If you're like, Dylan, I want the fastest way for me personally to climb to platinum in the shortest amount of games possible. One trick Garen. Garen does not fall off. He is strong into plat. He is strong into diamond. He can even be played above that. It does get a little bit more difficult, but that is, a story or a problem for another year. You do not need to worry about Garen dropping off yet, because he is not going to be the issue that's stopping you from climbing. It's just you on your own. You are the only thing that is holding you back that you can control in League of Legends. And therefore, we need to focus everything we can on you, how you play the game, what champions you choose, what role you choose, how you're improving, your mentality, and all these things. We don't need to worry about this champion's OP this patch, or this role sucks, or my teammates suck, because these are all variables we can't control, and everyone else is dealing with them. So if we worry about the variables that everyone else is dealing with and we can't change them, it's basically pointless. And they're never going to be the reason we can't climb. Yes, you're going to lose LP from trolls, rages, inters, but you're also going to gain LP from them, because the enemy team has a higher chance of getting a troll, rage, or inter because they don't have you on your team and you're in control of your performance. And you can actually make sure that you never int, troll, rage, or feed by just having a strong mentality and a good mindset towards the game, wanting to improve, wanting to win, and playing your best champions. Now, those are really the biggest issues holding you back right now. And really, you just need to play that out and figure it out. However, if you're looking for like an injection of improvement, like you're like, okay, cool, that sounds like a plan. Like, pick one role, focus on a really small champion pool, like 1 to 2 champions, but I actually want to get better at Garen, or I want to learn Mundo, or actually want to get better at my Aatrox. That is when coaching comes in, and that's when you need to look at one-on-one coaching, either in the short term, like 1 or 2 sessions, or long term, you have a coach that follows you monthly. So, they take you on the journey of how to go from Silver 3 to Plat by having monthly game reviews with you, check-ins, goals, statistic tracking, focus areas, you name it, 24/7 access to them on Discord to chat about your journey, what's holding you back, and basically break down every single hurdle that is stopping you from going from not Silver 3 to Platinum 4, but from Silver 3 to Silver 2, to Silver 1, to Gold 4, to Gold 3, and taking each of those ranks as a step along the journey, as a barrier that we need to break down, we need to get to before thinking about the next thing. And this is going to do 2 things. One, it's going to keep you motivated, because when we hit mini goals, it's a much better feeling than waiting for that really big goal that we quite possibly might never get to, or that it might take us 6 months, 8 months, 12 months, maybe longer to get there. So for motivation, it's really good. The second thing as well is it allows you to really focus on what is the biggest thing holding me back right now in my control in my games. And that allows you to just go, okay, the game isn't overwhelming. I don't need to improve all these things. I just need to figure out what is the biggest thing holding me back right now, today, this week, last week, and just focus on it until you fix it. And then once you fix it, you go, okay, cool, I've fixed that problem. Now what's the next problem on my list? And I can help you build that list of these are the things you need to fix right in order. And that's the beauty of monthly coaching, because we can do it as a coach and as a player together. So if you're interested in learning more about that, about what kind of a monthly coaching solution would look like versus what a one-off coaching solution would look like, or something customizable in between, however you want it, once you've watched this, please reach out to me on Discord, because I'll be able to tell you everything you need to do to hit your rank goals based on the information I've given you, but also based on how you want to play the game, what is important to you in League of Legends, and how you want to play the game. Because I can only glean so much from this profile view, but what I'd suggest is, once you watch this, let's book a free call. I'll tell you everything you need to know about coaching, what are the best solutions for you, and then you can simply go, yep, this sounds like right for me, that doesn't sound too good, or I like this aspect of this thing, and I like this aspect of that thing, and I can't really afford that, so I'm going to go for this, and we can go from there. Anyway, mate, cheers, good luck on the riff. You've got a lot of potential. Garen is your key to climbing, but there's also other options available to you. We'll talk once you watch this.